we can basically transition also to the vision. Kanye talked in his interview with Lex Fridman about basically his vision um, to go towards becoming his designs becoming basically standardized or part of community of life in general, just like a traffic light. You don't think about who designed it. That's his goal, that's his vision. Do you think based on this uh, whether he can, well, when he can reach this, and what, let me ask this differently, what product do you think is the first thing that he can probably
Launch.
reach this, launch this with, or he can basically become that standardized version of the product that we use on a daily basis? And we don't even think that it's Kanye
Right.
who designed
So
it.
that, and I've heard him say that, or I understand that to be the big picture, but I think in order to get there, he is going to have to get to a certain level of respect. Like right now, everyone's calling him crazy, right?
Yeah,
Which,
yeah.
well, not everyone's calling. The debate is
The
Kanye
media,
crazy?
media, yeah.
Yeah. Which, let me just attack that really quick because it's like
You can hear.
a crazy, like, I think we all have seen a crazy person. And I think it's like ridiculous that we're even putting Kanye in the same vein as a crazy person, like, is, to me, whether they're shot because of drugs or the screws are super loose where they're not even articulating themselves correctly. Like, I know I've seen a crazy person before, right? Like, if you've ever gone into like poverty stricken areas, there's a crazy person on the corner. Kanye West is far from crazy. Now, he may speak over people's head, but he's not crazy. So so I think we need to like reshape the way that we're even like asking where his level of intellect and creativity actually lies. But just to say, is Kanye crazy? Like, he's the guy is not, like I said, the metric of money. He's not only worth a couple $1 billion, or was, or can be, whatever. I mean, if you've listened to any of his albums from beginning to end, we talk about a picture that's being painted, like, and that's one thing with hip hop that is lost. You'll listen to an album and you honestly don't even know what picture they painted. You don't know what they've gone through. They're just a bunch of songs they put together and they made an album. Yay, when he creates an album, it's so like, okay, this is where I'm at. It's like there's so much into it. It's like, so okay, I just wanted to make sure, like, from my end, Ye's the furthest thing from crazy. I'm not 100% sure how we get to his products being something that is your everyday thing and then you don't even associate it with Ye. I honestly don't know. I do believe if he really wants to get there, he will. It's going to be something along the lines of like the way Google is to technology. It's like we search and we don't even know that like we're using Google, but like Google's behind it, or they're buying up the companies that have the technology, does it better. So like, I mean, he's got obviously the fashion thing is something that is near and dear to his heart. The STEM player, he's trying to break free from just having his music on platforms. He wants to make an actual product to get his music out. Where he goes next, I don't know, but I definitely think he's in pursuit of it. I don't think he's giving us everything that he's working on, because what he is giving us, we're like fighting over like how we can handle that. What comes to mind, I guess, to answer your question, is him building cities. Because you talked about, and I think that he is working on something that
he talked about that during the Lex Fridman show.
Yeah, so if you're building cities and there's plenty of land where you could just build a city, you wouldn't know everything in that city is a product of Ye.
Oh, I didn't think about that part. That's a good one. I didn't think about that.
So that's where it's like, you start
if
with
you
what
build
we're
the
doing
city, you
now,
never think about who's building it. Yeah. In
everything
10
in that
years,
city,
everything is you. So it makes sense though.
it does.
Yeah.
I honestly, that was something that just came to mind. And it's also like, look, I think Ye, because I know that he's not so much like it has to be a Ye product. It's almost probably has to do with the way like Abu Dhabi set up their city, where it's like the government, which Ye wants to get into government, but like they have a portion of the business so that it grows.
It goes,
Everything
yeah.
that comes in, it grows with it, right? So
Yeah.
it's like new ideas can come in. It doesn't have to be from him, but it just has to fit in line with the vision of like something that is, I think it's noble. I think it's a pursuit that is just like, I do think it's morally and ethically sound, right? I don't think it, I mean, if you, like I said, and I think we're going to get into it, listening to his music compared to like hip hop, I don't think he's the guy that is like looking for drama and beef and stuff like that. So I think that is how he separates himself from the others. I do think he's a genius, but I think it's like, I don't know. I just, to answer your question, I definitely think the cities is something that if he's able to put the blueprint for that on paper and on the map, I think from there it's like that's the win, right?